is so nice when I have a whole room all to myself with two bunk beds. Last night, after I figured out that nobody else was coming, I spread all my gear throughout. It was nice. Good morning, pilgrims. It is stage 6 on the Via Francigena 2.0 continuation of my Sevilla to Santiago pilgrimage. And today it is cold, man. As you can tell, it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's only gonna get colder as we go up. It's supposed to be snowing this morning. It hasn't happened yet. The weather app is all over the place, but I don't think I'll be able to escape it for much longer. It's either rain or snow. I think I'd rather get snow. Leaving town at what time is it? Is it closer to 7:50? After having breakfast at the hotel's restaurant, I think the only place in town because everybody was there. I saw all the pilgrims from that stay at the municipal Auberge yesterday, if we can call it that. And great day ahead today. Yes, sir. We have a 14-kilometer day to the town of Bourg-Saint-Pierre. There's a town halfway through Midday that I'm heading to right now. I got supplies yesterday at the supermarket, and it's gonna be a great day. We'll see. I see all the kids now going to school. Bonjour. And I gotta go this way. Can't get lost. And yeah. Let's start climbing. I remember this stage as well. Every day it's gonna get steeper and steeper. The last day, 11 kilometers, and like this. If it's raining up there or snowing, as I think it is, I don't know. We'll see how that trail is. I wouldn't want to have to go on the road because I already did that with the trolley. So I want to follow the official path as much as possible. I don't have the gear for this kind of weather. I mean, 40 now, 30. It's kind of like the limit. It's gonna be 20 tonight, and it might even be colder tomorrow. So I guess I just have to stay moving, stay positive. Let's do this. Rain likely to continue. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. It hasn't rained all morning, but let's keep it that way for sure. Just had my first contact with two French pilgrims, and we talked there, just a little bit. And he's going to Rome with his wife, so I may get to see him along the way. We'll see, because I'm taking a rest day in Aosta, so maybe this small bubble that I'm walking with, I may lose some of them and gain new pilgrims. If there are any other ones behind me, which I'm sure there are. Woo! Walking through this forest, climbing steadily up. But at least the terrain is like a dirt road, as you can see. So it's nice. It's not uncomfortable at all. I'm feeling the extra weight that I have in my backpack. All the stuff that I bought yesterday at the supermarket. I may have overdone it a little bit. You know how it goes. They always say you pack your fears. I think I did yesterday. So I just probably start snacking away soon. They have boiled eggs this morning at the restaurant, but I didn't want to grab it. Maybe what I should have done is grab a couple of them, a slice of toast with some ham and cheese, and I wouldn't have to carry all this extra weight. But I think this is mainly for tomorrow's stage, not so much today. But it's a bummer to have to carry it, climbing 1,000 feet, or 1,000 meters, I mean. Yeah. My lips are numb, and I'm climbing, so yeah. Let's continue. What do we have here? More of the same? More of the same. What's up, donkeys? What's going on? Well, after walking for about an hour and 20 minutes, straight up, relentless, first on the dirt path, then going through a little section there in the forest, got to see a Via Francigena sign, and enjoyed an apple. Yes, of course, I need to go through my supplies. I saw a few houses out here, like cabins like this one. Just made it here to the first village. I don't think there's any support on this one, but at least it's flat right now. So it's like a little break. Yes, I needed it just to get my energy levels back. Alright, so I've been following this river for a while now. Got to cross over it on this bridge. I can see the snow up ahead. I can see the trees. Half of them are green and the other half are white. And that's where we're heading. There's no escaping it. And right now we're about to start climbing here. I remember this climb. I did this with Rudolph. And it was quite steep for the trolley. There are 4 pilgrims up ahead, and there's one coming now this way. So I think we're all gonna regroup at the town of Leeds, which is like less than 2 kilometers away. Bonjour! And probably have some coffee there. I need it. It's a little warm. There she goes. It's about 100 meters over like a very narrow stretch with a bunch of like switchbacks all the way to the top. So let's go. See you at the top. They don't call me the Cuban mountain goat for nothing, okay? Now picture doing this with a trolley. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Which way? That's it? Oh man, I thought it was gonna be more complicated. And I'm not trying to brag, but of course, the other way around was brutal. Okay, that way, but my GPS tracks, yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, let me catch my breath. I think I was pushing myself just to prove a point. Something that you shouldn't do. It is happening. I'm seeing the snow falling. It's just little, what would you call it? I don't know how to describe snow. I'm from Miami after all. But yeah, I'm seeing like little drops coming down, which is pretty cool, I have to say. It's gonna be a totally different experience this time going over the Alps. Look at this. Oh, as long as it doesn't turn into like rain, I think my gear can handle this little drizzle. Come on, let me see if I can catch one. Are you seeing it? You probably can't see it on the video, but it's happening. Maybe this is just the beginning of a full-out snowstorm. Not really. No. Leaving the town of Midday at 11 in the morning. I got here at 10:30. Went to the first restaurant at a hotel that I came across, and to my surprise, it was a total of 11 pilgrims, including myself in there, which was just taking me completely by surprise, yes. And I went for a café con leche and sparkling water, talking there to all the other pilgrims, and man, this is the town where you should stay if you want to make it to the Grand Saint Bernard's Pass in 2 days, which will be cray, but to each their own. For me, it's the mid-morning snack, and the supermarket is open. Let me see. I gotta cross this road now. This is gonna be trippy here because I can barely see around that corner. All right, let me get over here. So yeah, lunch will be in a little bit. I put a sandwich all the way up here at the top while everything else is down below. All right, let's go for it. Let's play Frogger. I got 2 pilgrims in front of me right now, and everybody else is behind. But yeah, look at this. Look at that mountain and the clouds. Oh man, the day is just getting better and better. It's also getting colder. My fingers are freezing cold right now. I don't have gloves, so I had to put them in my pocket. All right, see ya. Good news! Under an hour to make it to Saint-Pierre, and when I was leaving Leeds that we were at the 6-kilometer marker, it was actually 9, meaning that I was under 5 kilometers to go, which is great news. Of course, it's been snowing just a little bit on and off. I had my lunch. Can I call it lunch? It was only like 2 tiny, what do you call it, burritos, cheese, guacamole, and chicken. Oh yes, look at this, the sun is out. I have a wind pushing me from behind every now and then, and I can see where I'm heading tomorrow. Look at all those snow caps up there. Oh yes, all right, let's make it to town, which I should be there under an hour, according to that sign, of course. And maybe I have a salad once I get there. For sure, once I get to my hotel, I'm not leaving that place. It has a restaurant. And today the temperature's dropping like into the low 20s, so no sir. Probably get a shot of the church just as I get to town while I'm still warm. Woo! The last push to town. I love it. happening now for sure. Don't tell me you cannot see it. There's the snow. Welcome to Saint-Pierre. Yes, sir. I can see the town already, so if it was gonna happen, this was the perfect spot. Because I'm only gonna get a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, I haven't seen snow since when? Since the Camino San Ares, of course. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Look at this wind. Cold, cold, cold. I can't even stop. I have to keep moving. Oh. Alright, here we go. I'm in my room. Finally, yes. It's so windy right now. Just look at that flag out there. Look at it flapping away. Oh yes, made it to town with a German pilgrim. We were walking there talking. He did the Lucca to Rome section in the springtime, and now he started in Lausanne just like me, and he's walking for another like 5 days. So he's probably doing like the Aosta Valley, and that's about it. I'm in my hotel room, another double bed. You know, here I think it's better to do this Camino like two persons, either your wife or your girlfriend or a friend, just to bring the prices down a little bit. I have a balcony here, which I don't know if I'll be able to use as much. Let's see, let's just go outside quickly. Woof! It is so cold, man. Okay, so it's a shared balcony. Look at that. Look at that white powder. Oh, I remember that deer statue over there. Alright, let me get all my clothes off, not the clothes, the gear, and go downstairs and have a proper lunch. I don't know if it's such a great idea to be doing laundry on a cold day like today. But I have to. I have no choice. I only have 2 sets of clothes. Right now I'm wearing everything, man. I have, let's see, 1, 2 shirts, the fleece, and the puffy jacket. And I still had to get under the sheets there in bed because my God, it's so cold outside. You can see that the storm is passing through. According to the weather app, it's gonna snow until 5 o'clock in the morning. So tomorrow breakfast is at 8 o'clock in the morning. So as soon as I leave, at least the storm will have passed. I'm sure it's gonna be snow everywhere. I had lunch downstairs. As soon as I came here, I dropped all my gear, went downstairs, and it all started. It was like the menu del dia, the plat de jour. And let's see, I have it right here. I had to take a picture of it because, of course, French. But it's not too bad at all. It all started with a mixed salad. It was big. It was nice. That should have been enough. I had sparkling water while I was enjoying it. Another pilgrim came in and checked in, and then 2 Germans came right after, and I got to talk to them. And they told me that they're walking all the way up to the Grand Saint Bernard's Pass. They don't make any reservations, so as I was talking to them and enjoying my lunch, they were calling and trying to find a place to stay. They told me that they can't book the hospice at the pass because it's fully booked, which is just so surreal. Probably meaning that it's not just the small group of hikers that are hiking right now in this small bubble where I find myself in, but probably a lot of people that are gonna start from there. So tomorrow afternoon is going to be an interesting evening when I have dinner there. I remember that communal area where they serve you the dinner. That's where I'm probably going to meet a lot of new faces. So the main course was a fondue chinois. Did I say that correctly? That one took me by surprise because I thought it was like that plate that I used to have on the Via Podienses where it's like a bowl of cheese and you get the bread and you dip it in there. I also had it on the TNB. But no, it was like a pot of like a vegetable soup. And I also had the meat on the side and like 5 different types of sauces. So I enjoyed that meal, of course. And then I closed it off with dessert. It was like the dessert of the day, which was just ice cream with the shape of the Swiss flag. Then I came up here, took a shower, talked to my family, got under those sheets, and I just spent there about a couple of hours because it's 4:40 already in the afternoon. And I gotta finish doing this. Maybe I don't do laundry tomorrow because there at the pass, it's kind of like one of those albergues in Spain that is like a large open dorm. And I don't know where I would have to like hang my clothes. I mean, I'll play it by ear. So I'm doing this like as a safety, like a backup just in case. And then I'll do laundry on the descent at the hotel where I'll be staying in Etrobo. So the question is not if I can get it clean, but if I can get it dry. They have heaters here, but they're not working. Maybe tonight. That's what happened yesterday. In the meantime, I guess I'll use the fan and just pray that it does the trick. One of the benefits of having done this already is that I know a thing or two. Like to come here to this church and get a stamp. It looks like it's closed from the outside, but no, you can go in. Here's the municipal albergue right there. That's where I should be staying right now. But then again, everyone that's staying there is having dinner at the place where I'm staying, which I already had my dinner, and I went for a small pizza because I had a massive lunch there with sparkling water and closed it with a cortadito, of course, my drink of choice after a good meal. It is cold, man. It is cold out here, but then again, it's only going to be today and tomorrow, and the day after, we're going down. It's going to be much nicer. I noticed a lot of people arriving here on the bus, hikers. And then while I was having dinner, I saw there on the wall, there was a sign for like a trail, like a loop around here. It takes about 7 to 10 days to complete. Sort of like a mini Tour de Mont Blanc, but around the mountain on this other side. So I took a picture just to keep it in my records. So maybe one day, when I'm looking for something to do, this could be an alternative for sure. What else? What else can I say? Great day. Another day gone. I can't believe that we're on day 6 already. The days are starting to go by so fast, and that's what happens out here. Now that I'm doing the live streams, talking to you guys live from the Camino, it gives me something else to do. Look, this is the place where I stayed last time. It looks like there's nobody in there. So I get to interact with you guys a little bit more and talk to somebody, because I don't really get to talk to many people up here because, they don't speak the language, so it's fine. Let me thank, of course, the trail angels of the day. I get run over first. And today, let's pick 2 lucky ones. Who are the lucky ones today? It's gonna be Helen and Ellen. Very close. and they both donated back to back. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow early. Tomorrow breakfast is at 8 o'clock. It's supposed to be a short day. Well, distance-wise, not elevation gain. Only 11 kilometers. And the day after, we're in Italy, baby. Yes. Andiamo.